What if I told you that you're not actually afraid of failure? Failure is familiar. You felt the sting of rejection, the heaviness of a dream that didn't quite work out, the disappointment of setting a goal and missing it. You know failure. It's a place your nervous system understands. But winning, that's where the fear is. Success is uncharted territory, and the unknown is always more intimidating than the familiar. Today, we're going to talk about the fear of your own success, why it shows up, how it shapes your choices, and what you can do to break free so you can stop dimming your own light. Let's get honest for a minute. Fear of success is sneaky. It rarely announces itself. Instead, it wears disguises like procrastination. You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow. But deep down, tomorrow feels safer than facing the reality that your best effort might actually work. And then there's perfectionism. You keep editing, tweaking, waiting for the perfect time because releasing your work means facing the reality of people seeing it. Then there's good old distraction. You take on everyone else's problems, responsibilities, or crisis, so you never have to sit with the responsibility of facing your own dreams. Finally, we have downplaying. Someone compliments your gifts and you just brush it off. Because being acknowledged, it means you can't hide anymore. Here's the deeper truth. Success threatens your identity. If you've always seen yourself as the one who struggles or the one who gives up but never shines, then stepping into success feels like betraying the version of you that everyone has known. There's also the fear of judgment. You might be thinking, if I finally win, will people resent me? Will I lose the comfort of fitting in? Will I be left standing alone? And sometimes you fear the cost of success itself. More money might mean more responsibility. More visibility might mean more criticism. More power might mean more pressure to keep it all together. So, what happens? You hover at the edge of your breakthrough and then you retreat. You know you're capable, but you pull back right before it all comes together. So, how do we move on past this? How do we stop fearing our own light? We're going to call it out. Fear grows in silence. Grab that journal and write down exactly what scares you about success. We're going to be specific. Is it the pressure? Is it the attention? Say what it is. The possibility of failing after you succeed? Once you name it, it becomes something you can face and not just feel. Then we're going to redefine success. So many of us define success as more work, more money, more eyes on us. No wonder it feels overwhelming. Instead, redefine it as more freedom, more impact, more authenticity. Success doesn't have to be a heavy burden, it can be the thing that sets you free. Then we're going to normalize expansion. Your nervous system resists what's unfamiliar. That's why success feels unsafe at first. So instead of demanding overnight change, stretch gradually. Share your work with one of your trusted friends. Celebrate a small win publicly. Normalize being seen. With each step, your body learns that expansion is safe. Then we're going to challenge the old story. Many of us carry stories like, if I shine too bright, people will leave me. Or, if I'm successful, I'll have to sacrifice myself. Ask yourself this. Is that truly the reality? Or is it just a story passed down from fear, culture, or family? Often these beliefs aren't yours, they're borrowed. Then we're going to anchor in purpose. The most powerful way to quiet fear is to shift the focus from yourself to others. When you succeed, who benefits? Who gets inspired? Who receives healing, help, or hope? Anchoring in purpose makes the fear of being judged very small compared to the joy of making a difference. So, let me give you some everyday practical tools for you to step into your success without fear. Try this visualization practice. Spend 5 minutes a day imagining yourself succeeding. Not just the external picture, really feel what it is like in your body. The more you visualize success, the less foreign it feels. Create micro commitments. Instead of tackling everything at once, commit to one small step each day. Success builds safety through repetition, not giant leaps. Redefine failure. Stop treating failure as the opposite of success. Failure is a part of success. Every person you admire has a trail of failures behind them, but they didn't stop. They kept going. That's why they are successful. Find expanders. Surround yourself with people who normalize success. If everyone around you is afraid to shine, you'll keep shrinking too. Find people who live in their light. Their example shows your nervous system what's possible. And finally, release the need to be liked. Ain't nobody got time for that. You don't need everyone's approval, but you do need your own. When you stop attaching your worth to what other people think, success stops being a threat to your belonging. Here's the truth. You're not afraid of failure. You're afraid of your own greatness. Because once you succeed, you can't hide anymore. But you weren't created to hide. Your success isn't selfish, it's necessary. It's how the world gets better through people like you choosing to rise. So ask yourself this week, where am I pulling back right before I win? Write it down, face it, and then take one small step forward. Because you ain't here to play small. You're not here to keep rehearsing failure. You're here to win, not for ego, but for impact. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe and drop in the comments where you've been holding yourself back. And if you're ready to go deeper, grab my free self-love journal starter kit. It's designed to help you rewrite the stories that keep you small and step into the fullness of who you are. The link is in the description. Love y'all. Mwah.